In this video, we are going to explore what Neom City is, why Saudi Arabia is building this city. Will this help Saudi Arabia to diversify? Let's go into the movie. Saudi Arabia is a country blessed with oil resources. The kingdom supplies oil to various countries across the world and drive their economy. A member of OPEC, Saudi Arabia is in a position to control and determine oil prices along with major oil producers. Now, Saudi Arabia is building a world class international city or region or a sector which has many interesting and amazing features. The Neom. Neom will be located in the province of Tabuk in northwest Saudi Arabia. Climate in Tabuk is somewhat milder compared to rest of Saudi Arabia. You can even find snow in this region. This is the reason Kingdom has identified this location for Neom. Neom idea is nothing but a fascination. Many experts are asking whether this is a future or is just a fantasy that can never be achieved. Saudi Arabian Neom is a true international city if it comes to life. It is also projected as a true AI city where data is used for optimization based on AI recommendations and also robot avatars. Size of the Neom sector is equivalent to the country of Israel or 33 times the size of New York City. What is not there in Neom? Plan for flying taxis, year-long snow-clad mountains with one of the largest amusement park in the world and even an artificial moon. The three major sections in Neom, Trojana, Oxagon, the floating city, and the line. The line is one of the keystone project of Neom. The project line is an architecture marvel in planning. However, we need to wait and see if that promise is implemented. From the words of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, I present to you the line, a city of million residents with a length of 170 kilometers that preserves 95% of the nature within Neom, with zero cars, zero streets, and zero carbon emission. This is a linear city which is a very new concept as part of urban planning. Idea is to have a car-free city with more emphasis to nature and sustainability. 170 kilometers, maximum 20 minutes commute. There is multi-layer of transportation run underneath the city. So the citizen will not spend more than 20 minutes for any distance. This is completely powered by renewable energy. Amazing. Next, Trojana. Capitalizing on the beautiful weather in predominantly a desert country, this place is destined to be a world paradise with all recreational activity one can expect. A year-round recreational hub that includes snow-based ski resort and more. And finally, Oxagon, the floating city. What more, the most important thing, Saudi is going to place Neom City outside of kingdom-based law to make it more acceptable to international investors and settlers. More of Dubai-like arrangement. Now the question is why Saudi Arabia is doing this? Why they are building this city? The oil power which Saudi Arabia has will ultimately come to an end. Though oil reserves will last for around 221 years as per the proven oil reserves, there are various factors that can lead to reduction in oil consumption in coming years. Innovation in electric vehicles. Currently, electric vehicles are in nascent experimental stage which lacks major adoption across mass market. If the concept becomes sustainable and successful, then major consumption markets such as India and China will quickly try to adapt this technology for mass market. This will lead to slump in oil imports as consumer oil consumption is one of the biggest oil requirement. Next, innovation in power generation. Advent of nuclear fusion reactor or an equivalent technology can even make fossil fuel based thermal power plant obsolete. Though long way to go, but a possibility is there which can reduce oil export of kingdom significantly. Therefore, if a country is completely dependent on oil, then they need to pray that the world should not innovate an energy source that is not based on oil, that is not reliable, since world will one day will find a sustainable alternate energy that can make the oil resources obsolete. Saudi Arabia economy is highly dependent on oil export, 87% of total export. And the state-owned firm Aramco is the world's largest oil producing and exporting company. Without oil, Saudi or any other Middle Eastern countries are a sitting duck for economic implosion. Kingdom clearly understands this, and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is very active in recent years to diversify. and build an economy that is based on service, tourism, and other factors. Will this help Saudi Arabia to diversify? Middle Eastern countries believe that diversifying from oil by building an exotic international city will save them from oil demand slumps. This is evident from splurging of money, example Dubai. This is successful to a certain extent, not denying. However, the exotic artificial islands in Dubai are without any traction and lack of buyers. Therefore, a careful and meticulous planning is important, which includes financial activity, people interaction, skill development, liberal law enforcement, similar to Europe, and of course, the climate. There is also issue of tribal population resettlement. However, Mohammed bin has factored all this, and this attempt shows a promising start which includes extensive skill development and import of skills from outside world and making Neom a more liberal city compared to the kingdom. He had even went a step further to normalize relationship with Israel, which is thought impossible even a few years before. This is because of mutual cooperation and Israel being a neighbor of Neom. Crown Prince so far seems to have a clear vision. This should provide a momentum for reforming and modernizing one of the important country in the world. Let's see if we are going to get a truly international city in Neom which is going to propel the entire region and the world. All the best.